Hello again everyone, this is Wormkin bringing you another Starcraft 2 commentary video. It's going to be another professional replay here between MoMaN, spawning in the top here as the yellow Zerg, and HanfBauer, I guess is his name, as the red Protoss. I don't know a whole lot about these guys, but this was a pretty popular replay on the website I was looking at, so I went ahead and downloaded it, and I really like watching PVZs, so I was hoping this would be a good one, so we'll see. Anyway, so I don't know a whole lot about these players, so if anybody knows, just let me know, and maybe, you know, I'll get some more games with them if this one turns out to be really good, or not. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so looks like HanfBauer here is going to be throwing down this pylon to wall off, pretty standard there, against Zerg. A lot of times lately, actually, unless you're playing against a Zerg player, you really aren't seeing walls anymore from Protoss. So, anyway, throwing on that wall, pretty standard, even though on this map, as a lot of people know, the ground travel distance is really long. So really these walls are just sort of to prevent Zergling rushes, but you don't really see that on this map very often anyway. So anyway, let's see, the Zerg player here up to 14, so we'll probably be seeing his spawning pool pretty soon. Protoss here going to be scouting out, and it looks like MoMaN here is looking for potential proxy, which is actually pretty effective on this map given the, you know, really long rush distance. You usually, didn't lag again, dang it. Anyway, so they're a little more common because the rush distance is so far. You throw it on the proxy and it's like completely removes all the travel distance. And usually the Zerg player on this map may be doing a huge macro game. So if his plans to do a big macro game, he'll want to check for proxies because he doesn't want to get proxy because it sucks if you're doing macro and you know you get proxied. Anyway, but of course he's not because we see the pylon on the gateway down over here. We're doing his wall up here. He's getting his gas, which is at about a standard time there. So yeah, the spawning pool went down. He's probably going to be sending this drone over here to throw on a hatchery here as soon as he gets up to 300. The probe here, though, is probably going to catch that and might try and stop it, which is pretty normal. And I need to figure out why I'm getting lag. I think it's perhaps because what I notice is I always get kind of lag spikes in between when, because what Fraps does is it just makes a whole bunch of small videos, and they're throwing down a pylon trying to prevent the expansion there. Anyway, so notice between the transitions in my videos, where, you know, like, because what Fraps does is it makes a whole bunch of small videos, and I just have to put them together and then upload them. But every time it transitions from one to another, I get like this lag spike, but I'm kind of getting a little bit more today, and I don't know why. So, anyway, hopefully it isn't too much of a distraction. So he got his gas, and he canceled that pylon. That's kind of cool, so he's going to be able to throw down that hatchery. I guess he didn't really want to waste 100 minerals on that pylon staying there, because he was going to die eventually. Anyway, so yeah, there goes the hatchery. See, down here we have ourselves the cybernetics core. Overlord probably going to scout that out. Yeah, Overlord's going to see that, no problem. Second gas coming up. And yeah, we're just kind of waiting to see what these guys' plan is. So yeah, Zealot, they're kind of completing the wall. Probe's going to see that, yeah, he did throw it on the expansion, so he knows he's, you know, Zerg's definitely going for a macro game there. Production tab, get that open. He does have a couple Zerglings on the way, but those aren't really going to be doing any, he's not probably going to be using them for any pressure or anything like that. Probably more for scouting. Also, you know, if that probe was sticking around, he'd probably chase that off. Anyway, so he's chrono boosting out a Stalker, probably wants to get rid of this Overlord, which is a pretty good idea. That way, you know, you can start doing whatever you're doing without getting scouted. That Overlord actually probably going to start running away, even though they move so slow, and as you can see his rally point's actually set to that Overlord, so he'll probably catch that. He probably won't be able to get away, because you have to fly somewhere where the Stalker can't catch you, and he's just, I think he's probably too far away. So let's see here. Zerg is working on his economy, getting out that second queen, pretty standard. Got warp gate technology on the way. Yeah, Overlord's going to die. That's the second gateway, and we're going to build a Stargate, so we'll see if there's going to be some Void Rays, which isn't super effective against, I mean, it can be effective against Zerg, but when they get their second queen out, it's usually not that big of a deal. But he could be doing some Void Rays, so we'll find out. The income tab showing them about even. You know, pretty standard there. This early in the game anyway. So let's see, second queen's out, probably as soon as he gets 100 gas, they'll probably start a lair, or I guess a Roach Warren, in this case. What else we got going on? Another pylon, Stargate, still just kind of wait to see what's going on there. Looks like that Overlord did. Actually, yeah, the Overlord died. Got some workers transferring. Gotta be getting really nondescript at the moment. Okay, Roach Warren. Still nothing in cadence. Chrono boosting out a Phoenix. That'll be pretty good. I mean, if you can get a few Phoenixes, you can start picking up drones. The queens are, you know, of course, they're really fast, so stupid pathing key, ha ha ha. So that drone might die. He's probably gonna die. Yeah, he's gonna be heading up here into the creep area. He's clicking over there. He's gonna, yeah, that probe stage remembered. So anyways, you can get that Phoenix. You can probably either, you know, get a couple more and start picking up drones and killing them, and hopefully that, you know, keep the queens out of the way, or he can just fly around and hunt some Overlords. Which is, you know, one thing is, you know, which I hate giving advice, you know, as a Zerg player against Zerg players, but what I, you know, always, even if you can, get one, you know, give a Phoenix or a Viking out if you're Terran, and just go fly around and find Overlords, because I mean, you really remove their ability for, you know, good map control and vision if you just, you know, because if you scare them enough, they're gonna just basically keep all their Overlords confined to their base, and you can actually get better vision that way. So let's see, Protoss also getting his expansion down, so he'll be trying to catch up that way, because the income is a little bit in Zerg's favor, and he still hasn't started his lair yet, but he has a goodly amount of roaches going. Yeah, here he is, finds some Overlords. Looks like he's not opting to get another one, so he's probably just using that for hunting down some Overlords. Production tab showing if you can do the robotics facility, another queen. All pretty standard at this point. I mean, he did going from like the one Stargate into the robo is a little bit, you know, unstandard, but it's, you know, not too bad, I guess. Just transferring a lot of probes there. I mean, it's kind of a little bit overkill, especially since this thing isn't quite done yet. They might get there before this is actually finished. It's a little dangerous. Anyway, so Roach is moving their way across. I don't know if he actually knows about that expansion yet. No, he doesn't. Getting another robo base. So he's going to be going for a pretty heavy robo. And this is actually a pretty gas... Well, I mean, the Stargate's pretty gas expensive too, but I mean, robo bay units, robotics units, I guess you would call them, or he's backing those things up. They're pretty expensive, so, and he's getting down that, so we're going to be seeing ourselves some Colossus. They're pretty gas intensive, so he should probably be, yeah, there he goes, getting those getting those geysers ready. Okay, we finally got the layer coming on the way, so we'll see what he's planning on doing with that. But he does know about the Phoenix, so he might be thinking he's the guy who's doing more of like an air build, so he probably might be a little hesitant to do Mutalisks, because these Phoenix just tear mutant stuff unless you can get enough Mutalisks. Because there's kind of a point, like when you have like, you know, 1-on-1 a Phoenix will win, and 2-on-2 the Phoenix will win, but once you get up to